All right, so I decided to do weekly updates, and this is the first one, which will be uploaded a month into the future. So late September, this episode will be uploaded. But what I'm going through here is what happened last week, my current positions, and getting ready for next week, and maybe some ending thoughts. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. Anyhow, what happened last week? I lowered my risk actually because I had like 4 or 5 positions with a 0.6% risk, and I realized that I need to have at least one or two more positions for it to make sense because you can be stuck with like 5 names and there's one name moving in your portfolio. So I need at least, these many names or one more. So 5 to 10 names is a better portfolio in my opinion. Here, exactly. Got to keep the mindset that even if 0.5% feels little, if you're fully invested, that means your whole account is going up. So even if you have a small risk on each position, if all of them are going up simultaneously, then that means that your whole portfolio is going up. No matter if you have 1% risk or 0.2% risk, it's the same. But you still want to be focused, but not too focused. Um, all right, so Monday I looked at IQ. And which was Monday. It was here, exactly. Let's see what I said. Ripped out of the open. I missed the 5-minute entry, but placed the order, came back, filled me. Then stopped out, I think. Yeah, had 6.6 hour loss. Happy with that. Okay, good. So I give it a try, I guess, somewhere in here, but it took me out here. Yes, Reddit. Yeah, I added some. This is Wednesday. Let's see. No, I must have sold some Monday. Um, okay, good. So yeah, Monday, it was probably the stopping day here. Friday, Tuesday, wait here. Monday, yeah. So the week before, I sold some shares here, and then I sold some more on this day, I think on Monday. Um, so I sold most, like 2/3 of my Reddit up here. Serve. All right, I tried a new type of setup, which I'm not gonna focus on. I'm gonna use it as a good sign that if it reverses, then my original entry is even better. But I'm not gonna try these failed short setups anymore because the momentum is to the downside, even if it comes back. So if you, for example, if you flip this one, you can sort of see the range here, and this candle is the breakout candle. This candle triggers you in, and this is your stop loss, and this candle takes out the stop loss. And my idea is that then you do the reverse entry, so you enter here and your stop is here, which I did, but it actually came back and stopped me out. So it's a very good idea. It could very well work, but I think it's better to use this as a sign if it comes back here and triggers your original entry, that it's even better because I had a failed short setup. So let's see. Want to buy ATRO on Monday. Yeah, let's see. I think I Monday here. I'm not sure if I took it here or not, but I don't think I did. If I did, I got stopped out, but I actually don't think I took it. Maybe I took it here and got stopped out here. I will see the next day, probably. So, yeah, then I found the pre-market and after hours earnings icon, which is really good for me. I didn't realize here. You can see when they announce. I don't know why I can't see here after market close, and sometimes you can see before market open. So that's good to know because I didn't know that. It was a bit of a gamble holding into a new day because I didn't know if they were gonna announce the earnings that morning or that evening. So that makes it very good for me. All right, so that was Monday. And I said that updated risk to 0.5%, and I like it because now I can afford one or two more positions. Okay, so we go to Tuesday. Buy orders active in serve and ATRO. Remove orders. Got into Tesla. I bought it. Let's see. I bought it here on this day, on Tuesday. No, okay. I guess I got it here. Oh yeah, I got it. The entry was on Monday, but I wanted to wait a bit and buy if it triggered again, which it did, but then it came back down with the rest of the market. And this entry is too wide for me, so we'll see if it sets up again in a week or two. Just MGNI. Same here. I took. I bought this one here. Stopped out. Reddit. Yeah, sold some more, which was probably in here somewhere. Hinge. Yeah, this one. I had it here, but then it took me out on this gap down. It came back, but serve, same here. Okay, partial position got stopped out. GXAI, don't need to look at that. Slaughter of a day, massive red, and then I wrote the names holding up here. Yeah, and here, bro, if you're gonna dip by after trigger, at least use the 15 minutes. Because sometimes I find the trigger and then I instantly buy on a random dip. But it's on these days when it's a lot of fake outs, it's better to use like a 15-minute candle break or something if your big entry has triggered. And here I said, think about if you want to continue with failed short setup. Gap down risk might be insane, so it's better to wait for bullish trigger with momentum. Yeah, that's probably true. Wednesday, let's see. NIO. Yes, beautiful. So I bought it. Let's see what I said. Triggered 4-hour pullback. Yeah, so it triggered according to my setup right here, but I thought it was too early on this candle, so I added a dip entry, which I got filled and added to lows of the day. It almost shook me out, but then it came back, went sideways, and now it's going higher. It's up 12R. Very nice. Reddit bought back some when it showed strength on the 5-minute at the 20-day line. So back to Reddit on Wednesday, which was this day right here. You can see it's this is the 20-day, and I saw, where are we here? I waited and waited and waited, and then I saw it came down to the 20-day here, bounced once, then a weak new low with bottoming tails, and I actually bought this range here. So all the shares I sold up, let's see, up here and here, I bought them back here. So now it's a full position again. And this is my new average. Let's see, 4 minutes, okay. €8 stopped out. Fat finger to stop loss. Oh, okay, yeah. €8, which I'm also in right now. It triggered my stop loss even though neither on my broker or here it's triggered, so I'm not sure. I must have typed something wrong. But I bought it back again when it came back, so it's also up a few R here, maybe 3R. Looking to get 20, 30R out of this one, maybe, or 20 maybe. Wednesday, SPAI, low market cap, low volume. Although, uh, yeah, so I got the trigger, or actually I found this one when scrolling through on Wednesday because everything was so red, but there was one name on my whole watch list that was very green. I'm like, oh, what is this? And it was SPAI. Let's see what here. Okay. And I saw this. I'm like, holy shit, IPO base tightening up here. And I instantly bought it when I saw it. And then I got a bit of fear because I was like, why did you just randomly buy? You should have at least waited for like a 15-minute trigger. Um, it turned out that the 15-minute trigger was the same as my FOMO buy here. So it worked out. I added my stop loss, but I could have waited for this candle here to trigger, and I would have gotten in at the same price, but with a bit more security. And this one is also just ripping higher. It's 8, I think it's 8R right now. Yeah, 8-9R. So I'm fully invested again. We'll see if my judgment is off. 2 bloody days. Markets found support in the 10-week. Few names held up really good. And then I just reminded myself the best stock of all time, which is Axon. The best stock of all time here, just to have a reminder that things can go on basically forever if he's riding the 50 day or the 10-week. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, laughing a bit to myself today, caught some runners yesterday, which were NIO. Let's see here, NIO and SPAI. Caught those two, and my account just went woof, which was nice. I was laughing a bit, felt good. HSAI initially looked good today, then it faded fast, and I sold it. Have no patience if they don't move as they should. And I was right about that because so I got out for maybe zero point 0.1 or 0.2 R stop here because I wanted to raise my stop to here, but then I saw it after it cleared this area was looking super nice, and then it just came down here, and I'm like, nah, I'm just selling it. So I sold it for a super small loss, and then it quickly came down after, so that was good. TD up on Thursday is so strong, looking to buy 2-day trigger, which already triggered twice, missed because of day trades. Yeah, I got caught in day trades, but even though I did some day trading, I was happy about them because I waited for a good setup. I took the setups, but they eventually just stopped me out. So they both had 10, 20 intraday um, R potential. So it was a good risk to reward. And on this day, I said money rotating from big to small IBM. So much going on, so many things I want to buy, but I have to breathe and think. My priority list as of now is PRCH, which I don't know about this candle. According to my setup, could come back. I don't know, but I want to buy it next week. TD up I actually bought because it triggered. This one triggered. Oh, okay, it went here. TD up. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I bought TD up based on my weekly trigger. GXAI wanted to buy on Thursday, which was here. Okay, yeah. I added some alarms here and they triggered, but I think I wanted a bit more of a range. Yeah, it kind of just went, but there would have been a really good entry 2-minute opening range highs here, which is not really my type of setup, but these smaller runners have been active lately, so you gotta go down the time frames a bit. IQ, yeah, I want this to build a bit of a range, but then again, this name is it's not that fast. 50% maybe, sure. But then I'd rather buy some TD up or PRCH. Laser. Oh, right. The flag. Oh, this one as well. Oof, this one was actually really nice here, but I missed it. God damn it. We'll see what happens about this one. It has some potential, actually, some really good potential. But then again, even if it goes here, it's only quote unquote only a double. What about TD up? I think TD up has more potential. It's still a double here, but this one could rip higher. We'll see. We'll see. Would have want to buy it, but I didn't. Tilray, maybe high tide flag. Setting up here. One more day, and this one could be 1 or 2 more days. Could be really nice. Triggering this area. Maybe have a 5 minute close above. Let's see about that. Actually add it to here. Neon. Okay, nice. Man, a lot of doubles, potential doubles. This was Thursday. Okay. Friday. Had a good lunch back. Yes, very nice. Few names. TD up, neg verb. I bought TD up. I bought verb, but verb I got stopped out. Man, this one can go crazy. Oh, it sucks to miss something like that. But then again, it could also be something like here or here. Bought it, opening range highs, stop loss of day, but then it came back late day. There was like one tick here, like 10 shares, and I sold on those shares, or not 10 obviously, but then it ripped back higher. So got stopped out. Where am I? All right, here. Yeah, some intraday potential, high tide flag maybe. No. All right, so Fed speech day, something bullish was said, everything pumping higher. S&P, Nasdaq lagging, and IWM leading. Same with crypto dominance, keep falling. So yeah, I noticed a clear sign of money rotating to risk-on assets. So hopefully we're gonna have some good times ahead. So that was what happened last week. My current positions, like I said, is Reddit. I'll quickly go through them again. I bought it first, a small size here because it was prior to earnings. Then I added on the gap up, and I had a really good average. And I think it was up 13, 16R. Sold most of it here. Had like a 20, 30% left, and I bought back the shares here. So I'm sitting really good in this one, and I added a hard stop to my full position underneath here. Hecla Mining, I bought it on the EP here, and here might not look like much, but if you zoom out on this one, holy fuck, bro. This one can absolutely rip higher. Hoping that, well, I'm not hoping, I'm just gonna see what happens. It has some massive potential because gold is having its last leg, and gold has been leading this market. And on the last leg, all the shitters usually run, and you can see that in the gold miners. They're sort of breaking out into their next leg here. You can see this miner here, this miner here. Everything's breaking out into the next leg. So the gold stocks, and here's gold itself, it's getting ready to blast here. Might be the last leg, we will see. Something like here to here. And if this happens, the gold miners or gold related names are gonna go crazy. So that was Hecla Mining, and it's not. It might not be. Let's see, precious metals. Yeah, some type of metals. It's in the sector. NIO. Yeah, bought it here on this nice channel break, and with the, let's see, weekly for, yeah, channel break here, small consolidation above on the 4-hour trigger, bought it, ripped higher. HRO had a massive dip, rallied back, and I bought my, like I said, my entry here. Got stopped out for whatever reason, I don't know. But then I saw that it held and came back, so I bought it again with an even more size. So now I have 2.7% risk, which is quite a big position. That's nice because this one, it has a history, of doing this shakeout rip, Um, even you know, here, shakeout rip. So this was the shakeout, and it's ripping and it's leading this next leg into the market. And SPI, like I said, found it on my watch list, green on Wednesday or whatever it was. Yeah, when everything else was massively red. So I just hit buy, and here we are. TD Up was one of the names which I was had interest in that broke out 4 hours or the day before everything else. Like PRCH broke out the next day, but TD Up broke out the night before, so I just had to buy it here. Um, so those are my current positions. What I just did now is that I shut off the recording and I did some work for I don't know, 1 hour maybe it took, because I had to go through all of these names and all of these names, and really focus and take a hard look. And I realized something, and holy shit, I think we're in for a good year. I do think we're in for a good year. Look at this rotation. Absolutely insane. I've been waiting for this for almost 5 years. I got introduced to the market here, and I've been studying every. This is a weekly chart, so this is January 2001. I've been studying every day in this period, and sometimes I had money, and sometimes I had no money. So I've been. I remember that I tried trading through all of this, and then I had no money, and so I missed this period because I was working. And then I finally got a few paychecks and saved up, and I started trading here again, and I bled out that account during this period. And then I had to work, and then I tried again, and it's been the same cycle for me that I never really got to trade during a good market. I mean, we've had a lot of opportunity in the bigger names, um, but this is the first time I've had a. I started again in February, and I've been documenting every single day, working hard every single day, building my system, and I feel really comfortable with where I am. And to see that we're now maybe rotating into a risk on market again for the first, truly, this is was an uptrend, but it was not truly a risk on market, which we might be heading into now if we take out this. But I'm already seeing the signs, so I'm almost shaking. Almost 5 years, 10,000 hours plus. Okay, where were we? We were at preparing for the next week. Yes, so I went through all of these names, and even though there's a lot of potential in all of these names, I just realized that there are some names that are just standing out amongst the crowd, and I should really not be focusing on anything else. So that those are these names. So this is not really this week either, actually. Rename maybe future interest cryo, maybe. Okay. Okay, so let's go through my thoughts on this list. Simply massive momentum here, AI name. Been holding up in the last few. Actually, it kind of lagged the market here. Oh, I looked at this here, but I missed it. Anyhow, just looking at it, it's a very large name, but could be a nice move to maybe 200-300. Non Some type of crypto name, but not really. But it's really strong here. Although it's only trading, 5-6% of its market cap, but it's still ripping higher. So maybe some high tide flag potential here. It's at all-time high, so that's very nice. Of course, also crypto name had a massive run here that I missed. or I dabbled in it, but I got stopped out and I never looked back, and then it did 400%. But it's setting up nicely here. Mara, I just want to keep an eye on it because this one has been consolidating for a long time. Long time. Same. Let's look at this one. Pony AI. This is not really high prio, but I just want to keep it here. Just thinking of SPAI. No, yeah, SPAI, which I'm already in. Why are we lagging? Come on. SPAI. Sort of the same AI name, and it just ripped out of this IPO base. So I'm just looking at it, although it's a China name, so it's a bit more sketchy. But it's trading really nice volume and it's getting tighter here. So it could be something in the coming 1 or 2 weeks. Riot, same here. I just don't wanna forget about this name because this one has 500% potential here. Could do something like that. This is also a crypto name which is acting really strong for whatever reason, trading its market cap on a weekly basis. He's waiting for some type of high tide flag here. We're just looking to set up something. Um, if it gives me something more, could be something interesting. Trading nice volume as well. UPX I. Thinking that maybe DFDV is a higher priority since it's holding up. But both of these, oh, this is super small market cap, so this one could really run. We'll see. I just want to keep an eye on it and try every entry I get, even if it stops me out, because this one has so much potential. Same with this one. Because one part of me was like, oh, it's too early because crypto is often a October to November type of cycle, like it did here in November. But then I checked on the first cycle and I realized, oh, no, actually, we went in September on this cycle. So the first, we could be in a late summer cycle, and some of the names are looking like they're setting up for it. It's not really there yet, but it could be 1 or 2 weeks, and they could take off. So I really want to keep an eye on those. This one is because it's a mining name which has been leading the cycle. It's up 2000%, but it has never given me like a proper setup. It's just hovering here. So I'm waiting for something, maybe an explosion out of here to 8s and maybe flag and go to 16 and then 32 or something like that. I don't know. I just think that it's gonna pick up momentum. Perhaps we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just want to keep an eye on it because it has been the leader. Soundhound, same here. I'm waiting for it to do something like it did here. But it's this type of cycle again, it's a higher, higher, higher and slamming back every time. So it's kind of hard to see the range, but I'm thinking that maybe something like this and we hold this for 1 or 2 weeks and you find some type of an entry here. It's just trading a lot of volume and it has a lot of range. So I again want to keep an eye on it and just wait for it. Same here, I think this one is also crypto. I didn't add it to, let's see, SBET. Not, yeah, it's a crypto name. Is not sure what they're buying. Okay, Ethereum Treasury, which is quite nice. Ethereum is running nicely, so this one could have like a late Ethereum burst. And even if it trades only this range, it's a massive range, so you have to look at that. Rocket Lab, looking at this one and compared it to, for example, RCAT, and you can kind of see it's the same. Is it? Let's see, 2000%. Okay, okay, so RCAT has more overall momentum, but if you look at only from this part, then Rocket Lab is leading this cycle. So I'm just looking at it. It's all-time high. It looks like a big cup and handler or head and shoulders. Could go to 100, 150 potentially. We'll see about that. RCAT, kind of looking for this to, actually, I don't know. Could go to maybe 25, so 150% or something like that. Ray, I have to see what this is because I have no idea. You saw the massive volume spikes here, good earnings. nice base breakout, looking for a some type of a tightness here, or perhaps a break of this igniting week on the 4-hour chart here. Is also set up. I'll just gonna keep an eye on it. IREN, I think it's also a crypto name. Yeah, crypto AI cloud computing. All the good stuff. Look at the volume, very nice coming out of this base. First leg in the stage two. So you have stage one, stage two, and it's oh yeah, do something crazy here. But it's I don't know what it's doing here. It's kind of just hovering higher. It's not really giving me anything. And there was a maybe set up here, but it got stopped out. So I think it's gonna set up again in some way or another. And this one I just looked at it and holy shit. Look at this base and look at the volume coming in here. And this looks exactly like Riot did in 2020. See this comes up, base, quick shakeout, comes back, sort of a head and shoulders, and then a test of that. Let's see Riot. Kind of the same, not really, but it's, yeah. I'm looking for this, this tightness. But yeah, Galaxy looking really good. But again, this is could be weeks. Yeah, CRNC has a nice range if it wants to go up here 100%. So looking for, oh wait, weekly here, 2-day. Looking for it to trigger the 2-day twice, I think. Or perhaps you could buy it here, 8%. I don't know. We'll see. I'll look at it during the week. This one, nice momentum. Could easily double from here. Okay. Aero recent IPO. I just noticed that it had a first closing week above the 10 week, which is usually where I like to buy them. It's not really looking like anything right now, but if this one tightens up for a week or two here, then that could for sure be something. Has some really nice range here. Next nab I've been watching for a long time, ever since February. So here I've been watching it. And now it looks like it wants to set up. It triggered my entry on Friday, but it's too wide, so I think it's gonna come back. This was just a bullish Fed meeting, so I think it's gonna come back and trigger again in a week or two. MG and I took a stop, but it came back. Same here. I think, or I want it to give me one more entry. We'll see what happens here. Thor is the recent uh, short squeeze, and it's still holding up. So I'm really thinking that let's actually do like this. Here, let's go to a 1-hour chart. Yeah, a lot of people are stuck short in this one, and it hasn't closed this gap. It's been going, making these higher lows. So I think this one is actually a high priority on next week because it's a short-term quick trade, which can double or triple. No problem. Let's see. Real. But I'm gonna sort this list on my own later and really put in the today's focus. But this is the names I'll watch and be just reminded that even though there are a lot of names out there, these names are coming up. Some of them are coming up this week, some of them are coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I just wanna remind myself that this is the golden opportunity. You should not really be looking at all of these names, even though they might be good. I just need to keep my focus tight because there's a lot of things that's going to happen this September. I think going to be so much opportunity. Same here. I'm looking at this one as here you had an entry in here, here. So looking for it to give me something here. Hopefully it comes down a bit more and then re-triggers this line here. That would be ideal. Zena. Cenotech, I'm not really sure what this is. The volume is not that great either. I just like the pattern and perhaps the range it has. So not gonna let this one go yet. Tiger. I had an alarm here because I've been waiting for it to break this trend line, and now it actually did. So leading China name, I guess, has a lot of potential, but I would like to, let's see what it did. Yeah, like this, it broke this line, and you can see inside of here, you probably had a setup somewhere. Let's see here. Yeah, something. So I wanted to stay here for another week and then show me whatever I want to see, some type of a range. LU, just a bottom feeder. This one could go crazy. I've seen a lot of this working recently, and I like the small shakeouts it has, and some earnings coming up here. Just want to keep an eye on it. It's just so clean. You see, the fall is so clean, and this wedge is also super clean. Just keeping an eye on it. Laser, like I mentioned earlier, um, went too high, too fast. It did have a nice range, though. Maybe it looked better on the. Hmm. No, I would like to see it either come back into range and give another week here, or stay above here like NIO did here, like it did here. Yeah, 1 or 2 days maybe, I don't know. That was laser. But we'll see. Take a look at it next week. IQ. I like it, but I don't like it because I think there are better names that you can hold more securely. But I guess this shakeout here is magical. And then the higher lows, then the break on some pretty decent volume, almost 600 million. So would be nice with a bit of a handle here on the 4 hour charts. We'll see what I do. We'll see what I do. GXAI, same here, some short-term potential. I really like this short-term potential plays now that I'm already quite heavily invested, and the little money I have left, I'd like to grow on faster plays. Mm, and I really want in Porch Group. But these are hard. I mean, it's been just slowly grinding higher all this time. It's traded through the 10x and now it's breaking into a new trend here, not extended. So it's been holding up really nice all this time. Neon, mm, yeah, looking for it to perhaps come up here again. Let's put it at 45. If it doesn't take out this low here, if it triggers this high again, then I might buy it. Tilray, same here, short-term trade. I need 1 or 2 more days here would be nice. Actually, on the third day, so on Wednesday, could be interesting. All right, so that's it for this time. Like you saw here in the first, let's see, yeah, on the first time, ask questions in the comments below if there's anything you would like me to answer next week when I do the same check.